Hello, everyone. Welcome to Line Breaker show number 18. I'm Game Day Greg alongside Benny Buckets. We have a fantastic college football show for you today. We're not just doing Saturday games, it's championship week, so we are doing the games on Friday and Saturday. I believe there's 10 or 11 games this week. So it'll be a shorter episode for you guys, so you're welcome. But yeah, no, we look forward to it. There's some exciting matchups on the slate, and we did pretty well. I mean, at least I did pretty well last week, going over 500 for the first time in college football show. But yeah, no, we're definitely excited to give you guys some more content. It's good to be back, and I can't wait to say this. Benny Buckets, how are you doing today?
Good, sir. We're doing well. Excited for championship week here. In addition to that, we have some bowl games coming up in the weeks ahead. I believe probably starting around the 15th of December. Usually they start. So we will have some periodic. We will not do a full bowl slate in one episode. Probably break it down over maybe two episodes. We'll do a bowl scenario. And then, of course, we will maybe also as well do a college football playoff program with those two games, and then of course the championship game we will do as well for you guys. So
Yeah,
we have you
maybe
covered. Not
those
just
we can
just not
sprinkle
just.
in.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, please.
We could maybe we'll sprinkle in some of our daily picks for those shorter episode
Yes.
type of days. So
Yes.
be on the lookout for that.
And we do it to that end. We do have some exciting news regarding that. Since you started, great game day. If you'd like to allude to that exciting news for the viewers.
Sure, folks. You heard this a couple episodes back that we would possibly be starting this, but now it has finally come to fruition. It is up and running. Linebreaker Sports now has a official Twitter page. So you'll be able to follow all of our daily picks that we do each and every day. That's why Benny Buckets looks at the TV most of the time when we're doing some of these shows. That's one of the reasons why. So you get to follow along with us completely free. We just love to do it. We do it for fun. We'll give 3 picks a day. We'll post our records throughout. We'll do weekly records. We'll do combined records. So you guys get a little inside look exactly what we go through every day. And we'll also put the college football and the NFL records from the show on there as well.
And our picks as well. Yes, and our picks as well. There on the Twitter account. We may also have some specials. I know Game Day Greg, it's a little bit more with the difficult there in Mississippi with the in-person betting. There's no mobile app betting, but with the in-person, little bit more difficult there than in the great state of Arizona, where they make it a little easier. Some more sports books popping up here as we speak.
This is true.
Opened up quite a few here recently, and so we may even post pics of my tickets there, just so you know that we're actually betting these games. I mean, people could say, "Oh, pick this, pick that, tout this," but unless they actually show you proof that these games are being bet, you don't know that that's going to happen. So we may also post some pictures of some tickets that are actually eligible, that are actually being bet. You can see the amount that's being bet, so you know that this isn't just some sort of thing where we're making this up. We're
making sure we post these before every game starts.
Yes, so we are posting. We have the timestamp. We are posting these tweets prior to these games. So we're not posting them after. We're posting them before. So we'll post that for you guys, and some of those picks as well. May even do that, a little sprinkle. We don't want to give anything away or for the NFL show, but once this is posted for you, and we'll also put this on the Twitter account. We'll put the link in the Twitter account once it's posted, so you have the way to find it there, not just having to go through and scroll through YouTube. We will, after the picks are posted, some of the NFL picks that I did go to the window on, we'll also post those picks in ticket form as well, so you can see what we're betting. That we're not betting $5 a game here. We're actually using real money. So anyway, that's a little there on that's a second disclaimer for you folks. You get one disclaimer originally, but there's a bonus disclaimer that we're actually putting money on these games. For the normal and regular disclaimer, if you do have a problem gambling, please contact 1-800-GAMBLER. Please only bet with money that you can afford to lose, and please gamble responsibly. And as always, like I said, just gamble with, you do know that past performance is not indicative of future results, and gambling can involve the loss of principal as well of the funds that you put into the divestiture. So
very good.
That was a longer disclaimer today. No teleprompter.
Teleprompter.
No teleprompter.
That is just the that is the what is that game? That's the Kraken and the.
Yes, we have the Kraken and we are on this game. It's not on our daily bets on Twitter, but this is a bonus game because we only give you 3 during the week. A bonus game that I had with a parlay for one of the games I had on Twitter, which is Vancouver -120 at Ottawa. We won that game. We parlayed it with Seattle and Detroit, and this game is currently in progress here. 20 seconds left in the overtime. Looks like we're going to a shootout.
So we're going to get some Benny Buckets live reaction.
We
Folks,
did
see some live reaction to.
We did get Seattle. We did get Seattle plus money here, folks. So we're plus 105. So 10 seconds left, and the Red Wings have the puck in the Kraken zone here.
And some play-by-play. Look at this.
If this game ends in overtime, it means the Kraken have lost. Yep, it did not end in overtime. It is going to a shootout, folks. So my $22 parlay is coming down. Two game parlay is coming down to the proverbial shootout here in hockey. So we'll see.
Very good.
We'll see how this goes. But
first year over here, Linebreaker Sports. We love it. We love it.
Yes.
We live, breathe, and die by this stuff. So
yes, absolutely.
That's for sure. But
anyway,
yeah, so we'll.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, yes, go ahead.
Go ahead, Greg. Game day.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll just give you a little rundown of what today's show entails. Benny Buckets is going to give you our records over the past week and the year, as well as our best bets and our upset special picks. And then we'll just break down. We'll give our picks for each game. Again, like I said in the opening, not as many games this week because it is championship week. There's 11 games, I believe, on the slate. So yeah, there'll be a shorter show. But yeah, Benny Buckets, why don't you go ahead?
It will be a shorter show. Game day, Greg here, of course. We'll start with him. He had the better week. And because he had the better week, we'll let him pick first this week as well. He went 25-19 here in the 13th week. I believe it was week 13 of the college football slate. Overall, 178 and 201 was his record. So he did hit 56% this week. 56.8% last week, but 178 and 201 overall. For his best bets, he went 1 and 2. Overall best bets 8 and 16, and he did hit. He did hit, of course, folks. The most important pick of the week, my favorite pick of the week, and that pick was, of course, the upset special. And that was, of course, Michigan State. I believe he had him plus 1.5. They went all the way up. He got him plus 1.5 when we picked last week. It went all the way up, folks, to plus 4.5 due to a COVID issue at Michigan State. Not a deterrent, though. The state of Michigan did very well last week between Michigan and Penn State. 2 upset specials there for you in the state of Michigan. And both Michigan and Michigan State took the victories there. So the state of Michigan had a good day there on Saturday. So 1 and 2 in the upset special. 1 and 0 in the upset special last week. He was 1 and 2 overall in his upset special. Now, 1 second, we're gonna take a little pause here. We have the shootout here in progress, so we got to get you live reaction here, folks. First shot coming in from Detroit, and it was a miss. Now we got Ryan Donato of the Seattle Kraken, formerly of the Minnesota Wild. He was selected in the expansion draft. First shooter here for Seattle coming in up against Thomas Greiss. He stick handles to the blue line. He takes his shot. And no, he out-deked himself. Thomas Greiss with the poke check. Going to the second shooter. So we are 0-0 after the first shooter here. He got in too close, folks. He got into the blue paint, and Greiss was able to shoo it away there. So next is going to be up, I believe this is Shane Larkin. Shane Larkin, probably the best forward on Detroit, coming in hot. He's coming in against Grubauer. He stick handles, and he scores. So
Dylan Larkin or Shane Larkin?
Did I say Dylan Larkin? I thought it said Shane Larkin. Is it Dylan?
No,
Larkin?
It's
Shane
Dylan.
Larkin. Shane Larkin, the former New York Knicks great and University of Miami. Sorry with that. I'm getting with the confusion of the sports here. Dylan Larkin. I'm sorry, I say Shane Larkin. Yes, Barry Larkin's son for you baseball aficionados. I believe McCann here.
History.
I don't know his first name. If I said his first name, I'd probably say Brian, and I know that's not
Jared McCann, I believe.
Jared McCann. Okay, he's coming in now for Seattle, and another one missed stick handles the puck, loses it in the blue paint, and we are down. We're not in good shape here, folks. This parlay is on life support. If Detroit scores or Seattle is stopped here, we lose the parlay on the shootout. We
need a Philip Grubauer stop.
We need a Philip Grubauer stop. I cannot see 21. I can't see who that is. They're not showing it. 23. I don't know who that is. Somebody on Detroit's coming in, number 23. He's coming in for a shot. And a stop by Grubauer. So we're still alive here.
Nice.
We're still alive here in this parlay. Still alive here. Raymond. I don't know his first name, but Raymond of Detroit.
I believe is a rookie.
Yeah. He hit the post. It was not a stop. It was a post. A post.
Post the goalie's best friend.
Jonas Donskoy coming in here for Seattle. He will try to extend the shootout here for us. Jonas Donskoy, the former Colorado Avalanche top 6 forward, coming in on Greiss. Oh, he scored! It looked like he was going to be another one that was going to be stopped at the top of the crease over stick handle. He got it too deep, but it went right through the legs of Greiss. We get a reprieve here. We are going to a 4th round. So we're off life support here. We needed all Detroit needed was a goal or a stop, and they could not accomplish that. So Seattle still with life here in the shootout. Detroit has not sent someone over the boards yet. They're contemplating number 73. Cannot see the back of his jersey, but now it's being reviewed. We have a review.
A review on a shootout.
A review on the shootout. This is something you don't. Oh, nope, no, not a review. They're saying goal now. It looks like they were going over for review, but they have consulted.
Folks, this is riveting. This is the content.
Listen, this can make the college championship games wait here, folks. I mean, you thought Georgia, Alabama was a big deal. Let me tell you here, this is Seattle, Detroit.
We want to talk about going off skew from the pre-production. This is
Ernie. Ernie is the shooter for Detroit.
Ernie. All right.
ERNE 73. Here we go, coming through. He's at the face-off dot, and did he score? Yes, he did. He did score. It came out pretty quickly here, folks. It's hard to see. He did score. It appears, yes, he did. It got the top right corner, blocker side, right past Grubauer. So gonna go back here. Seattle needs the goal to tie it here, and it's Wenberg. Wenberg is coming in here. Again, don't know the first name. Number 21 here on Seattle, coming in, and he missed. And he missed wide right. A little Scott Norwood for you Buffalo Bills fans at home. And the parlay is up in smoke. So there you go. That's what happens to you parlay folks. As a little reminder here, the house, I saw this on the Daily Wager a couple weeks ago, the great Doug Kazarian, Joe Fortenbaugh with the insight here. When you do a straight up bet, which means you're betting just one game against the house, you're betting one game and only one game, the house is about a 6% edge. And really, they have less than that. You probably have a winning record against the house because they're taking 10% juice. So the gambling public has an over 500 record on straight up bets. Where the house makes its money, though, is on these parlays. They love you to do the single game parlays, same game parlays. That's why you see all these commercials for these parlays on the FanDuel and DraftKings with the same game parlays. On parlays, meaning you bet 2 games or more, and you have to win both legs or all legs of the bet in order to win your bet. If you lose one leg, you lose the whole bet, as I just did. The house is about a 33% edge or a 33% profit margin. So let that be a lesson to you folks. That's why they give such generous payouts, is because they're very hard to hit. So not a terribly sophisticated bet there, but it happens. Once in a while, you have a feeling, and unfortunately, we lost in the exhibition round of the hockey scenario. So, but moving right along, we're going to get into the college football portion of the show.
That was fantastic, folks. Come on. You're not going to get any content like that.
That is pretty good content. That is live and in living color content for you folks. But anyway, we're going to start off here. This is going to be a Friday night game here, folks, 7 p.m. in the Alamo Dome. One of my favorite teams here, as you know, one of my favorite teams, Western Kentucky at the University of Texas San Antonio Roadrunners, who had their first loss of the year, came last week as an in-state rival at North Texas in rivalry week. They got absolutely smashed in Denton in the outdoor venue there in North Texas. Why am I doing this? You're starting this week. Sorry. But anyway, that's the first game. Game day is going to take it over from here. So if he wants to give analysis, he can, but that's the first game.
Oh, yes, folks. Total deep analysis on the Western Kentucky whatevers and the UTSA whatevers. Oh boy. Okay. This over-under is pretty high. 72.5.
72.5.
I'm going to go Western Kentucky -2.5.
He's going Western -2.5. Okay. Interesting. Going with Western on the road. In the Alamo Dome. For what's sure to be a raucous crowd there at UTSA, but going -2.5. Okay, I like it.
Their quarterback's got 5,000 passing yards, basically. 52 touchdowns.
Oh, there you go.
To 9 interceptions.
The over looking pretty good there then. The over's looking pretty good there then. So, but all right. What's the next game up there if you want to continue there, game day?
Oh yeah, I'll go down.
We're gonna rattle them all off and then we'll
I'll go down the list like we normally do. All right. Next game we got Oregon versus Utah. Again, folks, I don't know if even again is the right phrase here. We're picking off the cuff.
This game, by the way, folks, we'll give the venue. Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Southern Nevada, is the home of the new home of the Pac-12 championship. It has moved from Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, so out of Northern California to Southern Nevada. It's almost indicative of many people where they're moving from. It's indicative of the move of people. They're moving out of Northern California and they're moving to Southern Nevada, but similar to the net migration of the state of California. But go ahead, game day.
Yeah. So I'm going to take Utah -2.5 here. They blew out Oregon 2 weeks ago, 38-7.
Yep.
And yeah, I think this line's a little low. I don't think Oregon's all that. So I'm going to ride with Utah here.
Okay.
Next game up on the slate, Kent State versus Northern Illinois.
This game we played at Ford Field in Detroit.
Ford Field in Detroit. Okay, he says. I'll just take a look at the advanced analytics here. Make sure we have all our I's dotted and our T's crossed. This is the MAC championship, the Rocket Mortgage.
It is the MAC, the Rocket Mortgage MAC championship, in the home and the headquarters of Rocket Mortgage in Detroit. Yes, absolutely.
All right, we're gonna go with Northern Illinois +3.5.
Northern Illinois +3.5. Okay.
All right. Next up, we have Baylor at Oklahoma State. We are going to go with the over the 46.5 here. All right. Utah State versus San Diego State. Battle of the States.
Mm-hmm.
The disadvantage of going first, picking off the cuff here, folks. There's a little sportsman gamesmanship here with who goes first. So I certainly am with the disadvantage. Let me just check a few things real quick. There's a couple things that I like to look for when picking games off the cuff. I'm not gonna disclose those, give away the trade secrets. Let's see here. I'm gonna go with the over 49.5.
Utah State.
And that one.
49.5. Okay.
Appalachian State versus Louisiana Lafayette. I'm going to go App State -2.5. That's 3 -2.5 picks. For you folks keeping score at home. Georgia versus Alabama. Gee, dog, that is a big one.
That is the big one. It's the Mac Daddy here.
The Mac Daddy of them all. You know, and Mac Daddies of them all. I mean, I know Georgia is the favorite to win it all by a pretty wide margin. But anytime
they are minus money, folks. They are -230. Georgia is.
Anytime Alabama's getting plus money, I think I'm going to have to take Alabama here. Alabama +6.5.
Alabama +6.5. He says, okay.
I'm just sticking by it. It hasn't helped me, but I'm not betting against Alabama. They're just too good of a team, and Nick Saban has brainwashed me into picking them.
Mm-hmm.
It's not my fault. It's his fault. All right, Houston versus Cincinnati. I'm going the over 52.5. Cincinnati decided to show out last week. Michigan versus Iowa. I am going to take Michigan -10.5. I think Michigan is the far superior team in this game. Pittsburgh versus Wake Forest. Oh, these are my two favorite teams to bet on, and during the regular season there. Oh man, let's go to the well. Let's go to some advanced analytics here. Both teams average almost 43 points a game, but that over/under is so high, 71.5. Cue the Jeopardy music, folks. Go do whatever you have to do. Put the dishes in the dishwasher, the laundry in the washer, laundry in the dryer. Do whatever you have to do. I'm going to take Pitt minus the 3.5. We're actually getting plus money on that, but we don't keep track of that. And these type of picks. And then finally, USC versus California. Lincoln Riley.
It's not a championship game, folks. Just so you know, it's a makeup game. It's the only game we're picking, not a championship game, but it's still an FBS game, so we got to pick it. Go ahead. Lincoln Riley will not be coaching, but he will be in the
Yes, correct. He will not be coaching, but he will be leading the team next year. I am going to go with USC plus 3.5 here. I think that gives them some juice. I think they're going to be amped up, ready to go against Cal. So yeah, give me USC plus 3.5.
Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. I'll take over here. I am going to go with a couple of interesting picks here. Some same, some different. I'm going to go with the Western Kentucky UTSA game. I'm going to go over the 72.5 here. Over 72.5. Two high flying offenses. And I don't really know which side's going to win. So I like the over here. Oregon at Utah. I am going to go different here. I'm going to go Oregon plus the 2.5. Very hard to beat a top 15, top 20 team in college 2 times in the span of 3 or 4 weeks. So give me Oregon plus the 2.5. Don't think Utah is that much better. I think pretty evenly matched team. So I just
where is this being played?
It is in Nevada, Allegiant Stadium at the Death Star, as they call it, Death Star in southern Nevada. There,
okay,
right on the Las Vegas, right off the Las Vegas Strip, just across I-15 from the Las Vegas Strip for you folks who know the routes.
Geography,
yes, geography in and around Las Vegas. Yes, exactly. Next up, Kent State at Northern Illinois. I'm going to go with another interesting pick here. I'm going to go with another over here, folks. Another over. Both these teams can score at will. They don't play much defense. So I like the over 74.5 in a climate-controlled environment. So no weather issues there at Ford Field. So give me the over on that. Baylor, Oklahoma State. I am going to go with Oklahoma State. If Alabama loses, which many folks expect them to, even if they cover the spread, they do expect them to lose the game outright to Georgia. Oklahoma State probably first in line for college football playoff. Lots of implications. Baylor is not. They've already lost 2 games. So give me Oklahoma State minus the 4.5. Oklahoma State minus the 4.5. Also, second best record against the spread in college football this year, 9-2-1. 9-2-1. Wow. That was a Joe Fortenboss special there with that stat on the
Very nice.
this afternoon. So give me Oklahoma State. And that one's at AT&T Stadium in Dallas, by the way, folks. I think we mentioned that the first time. The next game is Utah State at San Diego State. This one is taking place at Carson, California. This is the home stadium, temporarily home stadium for for San Diego State, rather. I don't know the name of the field. It's where the LA Galaxy play, folks, for you MLS fans. I know there are many of you out there who watch the Line Breakers for our MLS insight and content. So
yes, we get a lot of those fans.
But I'm going to take Utah State here. Give me Utah State and Brock Anderson. Brock Anderson, the first-year head coach coming over from Arkansas State. Utah State plus 6.5. Plus 6.5. Okay. We said Oklahoma. State. All right. Next up, Appalachian State at Louisiana Lafayette. I'm going to take App State. minus 2.5 for no other reason because Billy Napier, the head coach of Louisiana Lafayette, has bolted, and I think they're probably going to be playing with an interim coach here. I don't know that for sure, but interim coaches, that's a tough spot for interim coach to come in. So I like App State for that reason, and for no other, minus 2.5. Though the game is at Cajun Stadium there in Lafayette, so it is ostensibly a road game for App State here. Southern Illinois at North Dakota. Oh no, we're not doing that one. That's a FCS game, folks. You got to look with the confusion with the FCS. So
we only do maybe next FCS. Year we'll do an FCS show.
Perhaps, but be like throwing darts at a dartboard, folks. Just don't know where you're gonna end up. But anyway, Georgia at Alabama. I'm gonna go a little bit different here. I'm not gonna go with Georgia, but I'm gonna go with the under here. The under the 49. Under the 49. Alabama did not move the ball much last week against Auburn, and if they can't move the ball against Auburn, how the hell are they going to do it against Georgia, just to say the least? And Georgia does not have a great offense either. So give me the under 49.5. I said, under 49.5 or under 49? I think I said 49. It's 49.5. I apologize. 49.5. 49.5. I'm going to agree with Game Day here on the Houston-Cincinnati game. Give me the over 52.5. Over. Michigan and Iowa. I am going to go with Michigan as well, minus the 10.5. Just too much on the line here. Iowa's not very good, folks. They almost lost to Nebraska last week with the backup quarterback. Blake Martinez was out. They can't score the ball. Michigan has clearly evidenced by last week's game against Ohio State can score the ball. Just way more at stake here for Michigan than Iowa. I don't expect them to choke here. There may be a bit of a letdown from the Ohio State game, but still to be in the college football playoffs. So I expect Michigan to win this game fairly handily. Next up, and this is a game I got in at the window, folks. The only college game, as a matter of fact, I got it on the window this week, so I feel confident about it. And I got it 72.5, folks. And now it's even worked in your favor. It's down to 71.5. So I love the over here, over 71.5. Give me Pittsburgh, Wake Forest, over the 71.5. And then the final game, I agree with Game Day here. Give me USC getting points on the road. I think they're a better team than Cal anyway. Cal's not playing for anything. Neither is USC for that matter. Neither is bowl eligible, but USC is the better team, and they're getting points. So give me USC plus a 3.5. So to run it down for you folks here, we'll get to our best bets in a minute on the upset special. Western Kentucky minus 2.5. Utah minus 2.5 for Game Day. This is for Game Day, Greg, by the way. Northern Illinois plus 3.5. Baylor over 46.5. Utah State over 49.5. App State minus 2.5. Alabama plus 6.5. Houston and the Cincinnati game over 52.5. Michigan minus 10.5. Pitt minus 3.5. USC plus 3.5. UTSA Western Kentucky for me over 72.5. Oregon plus 2.5 against Utah. Kent State Northern Illinois over 74.5. Oklahoma State minus 4.5 against Baylor. Utah State plus 6.5 at San Diego State. App State minus 2.5 at Louisiana Lafayette. Georgia, Alabama under 49.5. Houston, Cincinnati over 52.5. Michigan and Iowa, Michigan minus 10.5. Pitt and Wake Forest over 71.5. And then USC at Cal plus 3.5. So, do you want me to go first here on the best bet Game Day, or you want to go first on it? You tell me.
No, I'll go first. Yeah. For our best bets here, my first best bet's going to be Baylor versus Oklahoma State over 46.5.
Baylor.
My second best bet is going to be Houston versus Cincinnati over 52.5.
Okay.
And then lastly, my third best bet is going to be Michigan minus 10.5 versus Iowa.
All right. So for my best bets, I am going to go with Pitt and Wake Forest over 71.5. Next, I am going to go with Not much to pick from here. I'll go with Georgia, Alabama, under 49.5. And then I'll go with Oregon plus the 2.5 against Utah.
Oregon plus 2.5. Okay, beautiful.
And then the final one, of course, the upset special. Do you want to go that first? Or you want me to do the upset special first?
Sure, I'll do it first.
Okay.
Just because I didn't pick very many teams that are underdogs.
You only picked one, sir. You only picked one. So you're going to go with that one or go with another one?
No, I picked 3, I believe. I picked Alabama plus 6.5, Northern Illinois plus 3.5.
You picked 3.
USC plus 3.5.
So I did not pick many. Yes.
Out of those 3, I'm going to pick USC to beat California outright. Last game of the championship week there. I think USC is going to be fired up. Lincoln Riley is their head coach. That is quite the get, folks. From him leaving his Oklahoma gig to go to USC. And they have the same colors, by the way. Pantone 251, I believe, is the color there. USC and Oklahoma, the exact same color. So as long as he finds a good print shop guy, maybe he can take off the Oklahoma logo and put the USC on. So, but I don't. With this new contract, I'm sure he could just afford new shirts. So, yeah, that's my upset. That's my folks. My upset special. That's weak.
Little weak with the upset.
We can't yell too much here, folks. So we've got the walls, sharing walls with people here. So,
perhaps they want to hear what you have to say, though. Perhaps they're viewers of the show, so they want to hear. They want to hear the upset.
I'm sure they are, but I think they have their notifications on YouTube, so they'll be able to listen when it drops. Okay. So, and they can follow along on Twitter. So you don't have to listen to us if you don't want, but I don't know why you wouldn't want to. But anyways, go ahead.
All right, so this is going to be my pick.
Gets better every time.
I'm going to go with the biggest upset special here. I'd like to go with Oregon, but just to be, you know what? I'm going to go with Oregon. Oregon is my upset special.
Very, very good. Very good, folks. That is going to do it this week. Very entertaining show. Man, that turned from just going to be a short show to we got college game play-by-play or college
NHL.
We got NHL play-by-play from the Great Benny Buckets there. We've got the rundown of the Larkin family. We've got so much more.
We got a Brian McCann reference in. So
yes, the Brian McCann, Jared McCann. Those are probably both wrong, but we're this has been quite the show, folks. We love to do this. As you can see, we're both smiling, laughing. But be on the lookout for our show, our NFL weekly show coming up as well. They'll probably drop around the same time. And again, we'll have this all on our Twitter account as well. But I'm Game Day Greg alongside Benny Buckets. I think that's going to do it for us, folks.
Yes. See ya.
Take care.